I've had a lot of recent conversations with sellers that we're prepping their properties in different stages of repair, renovation, getting it ready for the market this spring. With the COVID-19 situation, it brought up a plethora of issues as it relates to how best to get the property in the condition. What about showings? How about, sellers that's in a position where they need to sell their home in order to buy another home? We have several clients that we're working with right now in a unique situation. And I would say, of course, always err on the side of caution, and everybody's situation is drastically different. I have clients that have small children. They're concerned about the influx of people coming into their home during this time. I have some other sellers that have some medical conditions that may be of a concern by having an influx of people coming through their home as well. And on the flip side, these particular sellers have to sell their home in order to close on another home. So with that dynamic in place, we have to do one, of course, before we do the other one, and essentially do both simultaneously, because of course, most real estate agents know that no seller is going to accept an offer when your home is not even on the market for sale, or at least under contract. So it's a matter of being able to work that situation out paired to being able to find something, because the challenge right now is that inventory is really low on the buy side, and on the sell side, a lot of sellers are timid or extremely cautious about going forward with putting a home on the market. So that's something that, as a professional, we pay close attention to in consulting with these prospective sellers. Some of them are like, I would rather take less, get it sold quick, not having a lot of traffic. And others, of course, given this unique situation that everybody is in, they want to get the most amount of money. And of course, in order to do that, in most cases, they're going to have to give it maximum exposure. So those are some things to think about when you're when you're considering putting your home on the market. Of course, you also want to look at, as a seller, okay, how things are going to be 90 days, 4 months from now. In terms of the market, is it going to be an oversaturation? Are foreclosure going to become a play because of so much unemployment? These things that you have to consider. And of course, nobody has a crystal ball to say definitively exactly how it's going to go. And if anybody does, then they're misinforming you. They're basically not representing the truth in the fullest extent, in my opinion. On the buy side, of course, interest rates are low and lending guidelines are changing. Some people that may have been pre-approved 30 days ago may not necessarily be able to be pre-approved today under the same circumstances, and nothing changed and they still have their job. Of course, I would say you always want to consult with your lender on the buy side, and excuse me, representing sellers, you also want to kind of follow up to be like, okay, listen, is this buyer that, got this contract on the property that we're selling, are they still good? That's something that we need to know in order to best represent my sellers in the actual transaction. So it's a lot of different ways, a lot more questions, a lot more things, a lot more moving parts as we move forward with the new norm, whatever that's going to be. But right now, the shelter in place, of course, still is in effect in Tennessee. And we still have the ability to show homes. Virtual tours are okay. And it's just a lot more, it's a lot more logical and methodical approach that we have to take as a professional in order to be able to serve the public. So I wanted to do my part by coming out a little bit more to kind of give my insight, and also to kind of raise questions as to some stuff that all the public needs to know. And as a professional, we want to be able to provide as much information as possible to the public, most definitely to our clients. So see you all next time.